Shalom. Whew. So I'm just sitting here after a long day, sitting here in the book of Revelations, and it just hit me like a ton of bricks. Did I meet an angel in the summer of 2020? And it hit me so hard. Like, like it's been some crazy stuff going on with me the past 2 years spiritually. And but it all started the summer of 2020. So long story short, try to make it short. I had a crazy 2020. Earlier that year, I got incarcerated. On a felony one, 10 to 25 years. Then I got indicted on the F2. Witnesses showing up to court testifying. Boom, supposed to be case closed. But the Most High did it. He did it. Hallelujah. He did it. It was a terrible start. Not to even recount it, still trying to process it, I'm going through that, you know what I'm saying? It's almost 2023. I'm still processing 2020 or 2020. Anywho, finally made bail after 30 days incarcerated. Came out 30 days later with more gray hairs in my beard. Had to be on house arrest, so I really wasn't tripping when, the shutdown came. So I'm like, cool, the rest of the world on house arrest with me, you know what I'm saying? So, and then I found myself, I switched the address to, the homeless shelter. So I rolled out my case at the homeless shelter with my ankle monitor on. Like, long story short, the Most High's, ooh-wee. Man, listen, that's, what? I'm sober, for the record. Long day, I'm tired. Anywho, long story short, I beat my case. No, I did not beat my case. The Most High got my case dismissed, but it was a rough year, I got an ankle monitor on at the homeless shelter. Long story short, boom, case dismissed. 28 years old, felony free. I go back to work immediately. Boom. Now, I'm amped up to go to work, save my money, get a luxury apartment downtown, and so now I'm downtown, my nice little apartment after the crazy year I didn't had, and I like taking scrolls at night, clear my mind, and I found myself at this park by my apartment one late night, and this man came up to me. Man, when I tell you this man was the most jolliest man you ever seen, you know what I'm saying? Like I just got done watching Gangsta Williams interview, watched a little bit of it, and the crazy thing is, like, he kind of had a spirit like him. You know what I'm saying? Gangsta is a murderer, so not to compare this man who I think is an angel, but when I mean just happy, the brother get out of jail. He just got out of prison. And you could tell, like, he's just happy to be home. You feel me? So, like, that's just how I can, like, correlate. Just happy to be free. So, what I'm trying to say, I'm sitting down at the park late night, and this black, short, stocky, dark-skinned man just pop up on me. Pop up on me. Just so jolly, smiling, eyes full of life. You know what I'm saying? Probably, about 45 years old, and he walk up on me, and I remember when he walked. Yup, it's coming back to me now. When he walked up on me, it's late at night. You know what I'm saying? This is Cleveland. You feel me? He walked up on me, and I immediately stood up. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, what this dude on? But as he got closer, I start to feel his positive energy. And then we just started talking, and he just smiling at me all in my face and telling me like, yeah, man, telling me a little bit about himself, that things he overcame. I can't really remember. I truly can't remember what he was talking about. But I just remember his spirit. And then he said to me, he like, I know who you are. I said, oh yeah. I'm like, who am I? He said, you from Philadelphia. I said, what? I said, man, I'm from Cleveland, man. I don't know what you talking about. And then he reached in his pocket and he gave me some money. And I perceive him to be homeless. I don't know. Maybe he perceived me to be homeless. I don't know. But he's a black man. I'm a black man. And we both out here at night just being grateful. You feel me? Just on that brotherly love tip. You know what I'm saying? Just being grateful because we know what the world has in store for us. So he just gave me some money. He pulled it out and gave it to me. So I took it and I put it in my pocket. And then so we continued the conversation. He just being so jolly, eyes full of life, smiling. We just talking. And then he said, hey man, let me borrow some money, man. I'm like, bet, I got you. And I reached in my pocket and I gave him the money he just gave me. You know what I'm saying? And then he left. And I think I sat back down. Maybe I was sitting already. Man, I just never really thought back to that moment until I was reading Revelation, the 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 the, the third chapter. Beginning with what, the faithful church, and the brother said to me like, I know who you are. I said, okay, who am I? He said, you from Philadelphia. I'm like, I guess, but that was the summer of 2020, and you know, um, one of the things I experienced is, everybody just leaving me for dead. You know what I'm saying? Like my family just left me for dead. Spiritually, because I caught cases before, misdemeanor cases, got dismissed, yada, yada, yada. But, even my father told me, he's like, look, you didn't did it now. You know what I'm saying? You caught the big one now, so that nobody have faith I would get out of it. But in my mind, I'm thinking the whole time, I'm like, I told my father, I'm like, you counting me out, but you don't understand the evidence that I have. I'm gonna beat this case. Nobody believe me. So, I really experienced people turning their back on me, leaving me for dead, looking at me like a dead man walking. But in my spirit, I just knew, okay, on paper, it looks bad. I understand that, but I'm gonna beat this. You feel me? And and while I was at that homeless shelter riding my case out, I most definitely got closer to the Most High there. I most definitely got closer to the Most High there. Met some great people, met some great Hebrews, while I was homeless. Met some, shout out to my brother and my sister that I met, my Hebrew sister and my Hebrew brothers that I saw. And I remember one of the bros I met, I miss him to this day. We fell out, man. But I've been asking about you, bro. You probably ain't gonna never see this. Maybe you will see. I've been asking about you, bro, trying to get in contact with you, bro. But the brother was at the homeless shelter with me, and he had a shirt that said Yahuwah on it, and I'm like, whoa. Then boom, we link. Next thing you know, we twins. We inseparable at the homeless shelter. All we do is read scriptures in the park all day. And he would tell people like, look at this man. This man got an ankle monitor on with a pendant case. And look how his spirits is. Look how happy he is. Look at him smile. So like even he testified of my spirit while I was going through what I was going through because, I kept my faith. My faith got stronger. And that was the early summer of 2020. And by the end of the summer, like I said, case dismissed. And the crazy thing about it, my lawyer called me like, yeah, I got your case dismissed. Thinking in my head, like, well, first of all, I said hallelujah, you know what I'm saying? And second of all, I'm like, no, you did not get my case dismissed. Like, the Most High beat my case. You was trying to get me to cop out to a misdemeanor. No, you was trying to get me to cop out to a lower degree felony. I'm like, I'm not taking no felonies. Like, I cop out to a misdemeanor. Like, that's it. So my long story short, the prosecutor who was prosecuting me filed a motion to get my case dismissed. So the prosecutor became my second attorney who was prosecuting me. My lawyer did nothing. She did nothing. Ultimately, it was the Most High. So long story short, I'm just sitting here reading about the faithful church. And, I go through a lot of things. I'm 30 now. What I'm saying? I've been through a lot of things in my 20s. A lot of things I'm not proud of. A lot of things, I wish I can scrub from my memory, you know. But through my trials and tribulations, I always kept my faith. I always kept my faith. And I'm just reading the scriptures right now just really took me back to one late summer night in 2020 when this man just walked up on me. This beautiful black man. And I'm talking about his spirit. He was just so happy and so jolly. And, and then we rapped a little bit. I'm not asking that man for no money. You feel me? I'm just sitting, being peaceful and being grateful, reflecting on my crazy year. And man reached in his pocket and gave me some money. I said, okay, cool. And I put it in my pocket. And then we kept rapping. And then a couple moments later, he asked me for some money. I'm like, yeah, for sure. And I gave it back to him. And he said, yeah, I know who you are. You from Philadelphia. So I don't know, maybe he wasn't an angel. Maybe, he was just a good brother walking down the street. But I don't know. I just wanted to share that with the people. Probably never see him again. So yeah. Yep, that's about it. Peace and blessings. Y'all be good.